Hey everybody, how's it going? I am Sethum and welcome back to another episode. This is the third episode. So, my plan for this one is I want to go and get some more resources and craft some more items for the base and expand the base. And obviously I wanted to set up the incubation room or space for my eggs. So if you folks enjoy this episode, please do not forget to support me on the channel by hitting that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you are new and haven't already for more similar content from myself. And if you have just subscribed to the channel, why not check out some of my other videos here on the channel? Who knows, you might just enjoy them. And remember to hit that bell icon so that you get notified when I upload new videos. Also, for those interested, you can always find me on the Sethopia Discord. Links to this, of course, can be found down below in the video's description as well as in a pinned comment. Now, since the last episode, I have actually expanded the base a tad bit. I did that for a guide that I made with regards to an update to the gachas and the production. So I did do some work. I have also since then started up building some items and materials to start designing the incubation room. So it's not really going to be an incubation room as such, but rather an incubation platform. That's the way I've planned it out. And I've come up with an interesting design that will not allow the babies to get stuck in the buildings or in the AC units. And for some odd reason, my Ankylosaurus does not really want to go out. I don't know what's going on here. It was alright getting in, but not getting out. Okay. I don't see why that's not working. Maybe like this? Ooh. No, it's not happening. I think I know what the problem is. When I initially brought the Ankylosaurus, the gates were not put up. Maybe if we remove the gates, we might be able to get out. There we go, that's sort of the problem. So I'm going to go and get some more stone and metal. I'm going to go towards the area where I set up my pipes for the water. I also know there's a rich metal node there, so I want to get as much metal as I can. Stone is important, but metal more important than that. On the way there, I will be gathering everything that I can get with regards to that. I'm going to be dumping all of the flint. We don't want any of that at the moment. I mean, we do need it for the crafting of other stuff at some point, but not now. This is a low level Ankylosaurus, and I did level up a bit of its weight, so we should be okay. I'm going to try and go for these round rocks because they do seem to give a lot more metal than any other sort of rock. And this is what I've been doing at the moment. This is where I've been getting all my resources. So whilst there isn't a vast variety of resources up here, there is enough for me to actually expand. Obviously the server is somewhat boosted with regards to that, but even so, there is plenty to grind. And I think once I set up my incubation, I think what I want to do is I want to get a couple of Rexes going. I would ideally like to get one that has mutations both in the HP as well as in damage. So I want the ones with the mutations that I've carried over. If I get... I mean, basically this is what can happen. So when the eggs hatch, I can get one of three types of Rexes. One that only has... Actually, one of four Rexes if I think. One that has no mutations carried over. So that means health and damage will have not mutated. One that has a mutation either in health or in damage. And the fourth and best scenario is where we get a Rex that has taken both mutations. So that would be health and damage from the parent. If I get at least one of those, then I know I'm okay and I don't need to go back to Ragnarok to get some more eggs. So that would be the best case scenario. The second best case scenario is where I get a Rex with mutation in damage and another Rex with a mutation in HP. I can breed those over and over again until I then get a baby that has mutations in both of those stats. So from this point on, my Ankylosaurus is kind of over-encumbered, and so it's time for me to fill up on resources. We'll have the Ankylosaurus follow us for a tad bit, just so I can be close enough to it to defend it if anything does happen. But now I'm going to fill up my own inventory with rocks and metal. I'm going to aim primarily for these round river rocks because these guys tend to give more metal than others and more frequently as well. So if you see... oh, there we go, that's one. So if you see, or if you have ever played, or if you've played Ark for long enough, you'll know that some rocks give metal and some give actually a bit more than others. And the ones that I've noticed tend to give more metal will be the round rocks. Now I call them river rocks because on the island you normally found them along the beds of rivers. So I'll show you exactly what I mean. As you can see, this doesn't give us that much metal. I'm still going to harvest them because I'll take every little bit of metal that I can get. Okay, so that's that done. I am about to run out of space in my inventory, so I'm gonna leave my Ankylosaurus here and then I'll go and get that rich metal vein. That should give us a significant amount of metal. Okay, just having a look around here, just because I want to see what I'm going to do with this. I said I'm going to build my castle part of the base here. I just don't know exactly how I'm going to design it. I've got a couple of ideas, not sure on a final design as of yet. But I do want to incorporate the items here on Extinction in the castle. And so that's why I was looking around. I kind of want to build in such a way so that most of the structures that I will be building on will somehow be incorporated. I do want to actually incorporate the lights in the structures as well. So like some of the structures here on, like the one that you see in front that lights up, I kind of want to incorporate that as well into the build. So I don't need any water, I'm okay. I'm going to go back to my Ankylosaurus. I'm pretty heavy, and I'll see you guys in a bit once I'm set up. Okay, first things first, we will need some generators. In order to get generators, I need a fabricator. And so now I am looking at what I will need for a fabricator. I've got some crystal and stuff. I've got some items here. So we've got that, and we'll need... where is it? We need some oil, some metal. I'll take that, and some cementing paste. And one good thing about the location that I've built is I will not affect the spawns of the beaver dams. Now, from what I read, it also seems that Studio Wildcard has changed around the spawns of the beavers so they don't spawn as frequently. Apparently they were spawning in, or the game was spawning in a lot of beaver dams, which I don't see why that would be a bad thing, but obviously I suppose Studio Wildcard wants the players to farm a bit more, and it kind of makes sense because the more they farm, the more they stay on the game, and you know, you can see where this is going. Okay, we'll take some of those. I don't actually even know where I'm going to put this thing because it's big. Might place it in that corner over there. That can be a bit of a crafting area, and maybe behind me I'll set up a vault room or a vault wall, or I'll place vaults. To be fairly honest, with regards to this area, I've not actually thought it out at all. I don't know how I'm going to design it. I'm just going to go with what I feel like at the moment. I do have a overall idea for the castle or for the base for this area, but just I didn't think about it in too much detail, to be fairly honest. Okay, that should be okay. I do want it to be straight if possible. And as close to the wall as well. There we go. So let's get ourselves the generator. We'll put... Okay. It's already on. That's weird. Ha! I do like the S Plus stuff. They're quite good like that. So we need a generator. We need electronics and metal. We have electronics. We have metal. Let's go and get them. I don't know why I was going there. I'll get some metal out of here. I've got some more, so might as well drop that off into the fabricator as well. And we'll get the electronics from here. A stack of 100 should do. I'll pick up the the gasoline. Drop all of this in there, and we will get a generator going. I'll need a cable, which I do have. I'll actually have 2 of them, and a electrical outlet. Once I've fabricated the generator, I'll then go on to placing it down. Now, I have already started on the incubation platform, and that's why I call it a platform. You'll see, guys, why. And there's a good reason for that design. Every time I used to hatch eggs with the aircons, some of the eggs, when they hatched, the babies kind of spawned into the aircon units, and I couldn't get them unstuck, and as a result, obviously, I had to break the aircons. So what I did here is, let me go and get some of the stuff from here. I want to get some walls. And I think that'll do. Top up on water because we're about to run out. So, as I was saying, what I've done is I've placed the aircons that I had down on the floor in a U shape. Then I went with walls around it, and on one side I placed the steps. You can do this with the ramps as well. Ceilings on top, and this is where I'll place the eggs. Obviously, this entire chamber or platform is not yet covered in aircons, as you will see in a bit. But once it is, all of the ceiling on top should be affected by the aircons. Therefore, any eggs you place there should hatch, and that will also mean that the babies don't get stuck on the aircons. Now, the aircons do require a lot of resources to craft, or a variety of resources to craft, and that was the pain of having to break them down, and especially with the vanilla things that don't actually snap to each other. You know, I do like things to be aligned. So as you can see, they're placed in a U. So what I'll do, I'll be placing the eggs in this end once I get them powered up and everything. So I'm going to place my generator here in the center. I'm going to try and center as much as I can. One power cable going upwards, one outlet, and that should power all of them. And I don't have to look at the ugly generator either, so that actually suits my needs perfectly. I'll do that. Okay, perfect. Now let's put in the gasoline, turn it on. Everything should now be powered. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And because I'm using the S Plus stuff, they should snap onto each other, and it'll end up looking nice in the end. Check this out, folks. Look what I found. Decided to go for a bit of a look around, and look at that. Okay, I tamed it. I did initially record it, or I thought I did at least. Didn't, but that was, or that down there is the Ankylosaurus that I saw before. I was gonna, or the entire intention was to record the tame, but, well, that didn't happen. Anyways, it is now tamed, and I'm taking it back to base. We finally have a high-level Ankylosaurus. That is good. That means I can craft or gather the necessary resources quite quicker now. And I do have 2 Ankylosauruses, so that's good, because I don't know if you guys well, I'll say it. The simple fact is, all other structures with the S Plus with the Castles, Keeps and Forts mod do require a ridiculous amount of metal and stone. And so if I have more of these guys, I can probably go with them in a group, fill them up with resources, come back, and then craft by the dozen. Obviously quite slow, this guy, and we'll need to get him a saddle as well. Okay, now that I'm back, I'm gonna get the eggs out. I don't know, I haven't actually thought it through. I'm probably gonna take the eggs with the least amount of waiting to do with regard to the incubation. Drop them up on the platform, wait for the eggs to hatch, claim the babies, and see what we get. Hopefully we get something good. So obviously the aircons are on this end. Let's drop it out and see what happens. There we go. By the level, it doesn't look like we got what we wanted. Alright, so this guy's got a lot of points in HP. So the mutation in damage did not happen. At least we got one mutation. We still have a couple of more eggs to go. We'll claim this guy. Well, actually, we'll leave him here. Go and get some meat to put on him. We don't want him starving out before he reaches maturity. Or it reaches maturity. I didn't look at the gender, to be fairly honest. I keep getting confused with where my refrigerators are. We'll take up the raw meat first, then we'll go with the cooked meat. And by the sounds of it, I forgot to disable wandering on it, so it's just going and doing its own thing. So let's do that now. There we go. And I do hope that I am going to be able to get a Rex with the red belly. That would be nice. Now, of course, for those that don't know, these are eggs that I brought over to Extinction when I transferred my character from Ragnarok. These were eggs from a pair that were fully mutated, and when I say fully mutated, I mean 20 mutations in HP and 20 mutations in damage. So yes, the stats on these guys are going to be crazy, but I do have a plan for these guys, and that is I'm going to go and craft the Tek replicator. Now, to do that, I still need to gather a lot of resources, but I have a plan on how I'm going to do that. Oh, nice. Nice. So this guy seems to have got all of the mutations. This one only partial mutations, and I'm guessing by the level this one has got no mutations. Okay, let's see. Yep. Okay, this is the one that we want to keep. So we can breed this one with any other one. By the looks of it, they are all male and one female, so that's good. That's another problem, getting two genders to breed them together and obviously pass on the stats. So whilst these guys take their time maturing, I'm also going to gather materials and maybe do a bit more work on the base. Now this guy is not going to stay because he's not got anything whatsoever. I mean, apart from looking pretty, there's nothing on him. I might hold on to this guy for a while. They're definitely not keepers. This guy is a keeper, or lady actually, lass even. She's a keeper, so we want to put her separate from the other guys. I want to go and get my demo gun as well, my euthanasia gun, and get rid of the one that we don't want. I'm just gonna wait for this female to come here so I can keep an eye on it. I do want to try and imprint on it. Now I don't have any kibble, and if it asks for that, I am a bit screwed, but I'm going to try and get as many imprints on her as I can. Well, saying that, I'm going to try that with all of the Rexes. It just is a thing of luck, and hopefully we don't get asked for kibbles too often, and as I've not set up anything with regards to that. Even so, it should be fairly okay and easy to raise these guys without imprinting. They should be pretty powerful as well, especially for the cave. And put some more food on the other one as well. See what you do with the food. Okay. Give you the raw meat. And we'll give this guy some food as well. And yeah. Yeah, you're just going to be food, mate. Where's my demo gun? Sorry, euthanasia gun. So I think I placed it somewhere in one of the structures in here. So I'll go and pick that out. We do need it. Don't want to fill out my base with things that I don't want. Nope, not here. So it must be here then. That's the one. There you go. Good boy. Let's harvest you. Get all the stuff off of you. Do you know what? I'm going to go and cook the prime meat. That's going to be useful for kibbles. Let's not waste it now. So put out the prime meat. Then we can put the raw meat on the other Rex. Or one of the other Rexes at least. Whilst this is cooking. And yeah, I think... yeah. Just double checking. So eventually I will turn the cooked prime meat into prime meat jerky. And let's go and get some more meat with you. We might need it. I think eventually I'm going to get all the eggs out. At the moment I've got what I want. So I've got a male and female. The female has both stats. And all I need to do is have or keep one of the females. Oh, sorry, keep the female and one of the males and breed them together until I start getting the ones that I want. But this guy's pretty useless, so I got annoyed with him. There's no point in keeping him. And since I've done that, might as well harvest you as well. Let's not waste all that good meat. Decent amount there. Okay, here we are at the end. I didn't show the other eggs. I did hatch all the other eggs. We did get some duds basically. But I've also put up some gates there. Not that anything comes up here anyways, but still. So this is the female. This is what the base looks like at the moment. They've just recently reached maturity. These are the other three males. One of them, I can't remember exactly what they were like, but yes, this guy has the HP again, and 1 in damage. At this point in time, it really does not make a difference whatsoever because I've got the female that has both stats, and I just need one male, to be fairly honest. I'm going to level up the female as much as I can, gather as many resources, and prepare to go into the desert biome, which is ahead of me. There shall be a cave, which I will take all 3 Rexes in once I've got all the resources. And I shall craft a Tek replicator in the next episode. That should unlock a lot of goodies. Now, I've already unlocked the engrams from previous maps. I just need the materials, and I need to go all the way into the cave to the platform to get that. Obviously, that's the only way to craft it. There are 3 caves that it can be crafted in, and 2 of them are at the top. The other one is in the forest biome. So with that being said and done, that's it for this particular episode. Join me in the next one where I will be doing the cave with the Rexes. I will level all of them up. If I remember correctly, we need a lot of materials with this, so I'm going to level the males in weight so I can pack them with all the goodies that we need for the Tek replicator, which is quite rather expensive. That is it for now from me, folks. I do hope that you have enjoyed the episode. If you have, please do not forget to support me and the channel by hitting that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you are new and haven't already for more similar content from myself. And if you have just subscribed, don't forget to hit that bell icon so that you get notified when I upload new videos. Also, if you have just subscribed, why not check out some of my other videos here on this channel? Who knows, you might just enjoy them. And for those interested, you can always find me on the Sethtopia Discord. Links to this, of course, can be found down below in the video's description, as well as in a pinned comment. Until next time, stay safe, folks.